Hey guys, welcome back to Cherry Hill Farm. We are wrapping up our 2020 season. It don't feel like it. Don't feel like we should be because it's like 85 degrees today, but it's pretty muddy. But we're gonna go try to lift some plastic. Lifted a little bit the other night. It's too dark to really film it, but just like I did last year, got a video on it where I did for the first time, but I took a log chain and made a couple saddles where I can put these two barrels on the lifter and strapped them on. It's a little loose. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. But this year, big help also is I've got some brand new blades, points, whatever you want to call them, on the lifter. Ordered those straight from Reddick. Eastern North Carolina company builds this plastic lifter. They also build layers. But anyway, let's go see if we can get some plastic lifted. I sprayed it with Gramoxone. Well, I bush hogged all the eggplant off, and then I sprayed the field with Gramoxone maybe 5 days ago. So should be getting dead, and probably going to be wet. But hopefully we can get the plastic up because tomorrow we're expecting a couple inches of rain. So we're going to try to beat that. So this is the field in the last video that I was spraying with Gramoxone. You can see it's dead. Well, it's the top's burned down. It's not dead. It will come back if you wait long enough. But the grass got a little out of hand after we stopped picking it, and I wish we had had time. We should have cut the strings and pulled the sticks up then, but we didn't have time. We were too busy picking eggplant in other fields, so we let this one go. Grass got out of hand, but hopefully it's gonna lift okay. I wanted to show y'all this. I'm starting to get pretty excited. See the tops of these plants, tops of these soybeans, ain't got no leaves on them. And you see these pods are starting to dry down. These beans are, I think I mentioned it in the last video. I talked a little bit about indeterminate, how eggplant is indeterminate. It just keeps going and going and going until the weather or nutrients, other limiting factors stop its growth. These soybeans are an indeterminate variety of soybean, which can be good or bad. It's bad because these beans, if I can get it open with one hand, these beans are already starting to dry down in the pod. And you can see they're still swelling up, but those beans are mature, and the pods, this one didn't, but some of the pods are already somewhat easy to crack open, and they're still big and swollen. They're not dried down to nice little round soybeans yet, but we also just got a quarter of an inch of rain this afternoon, like right before I got here. So you see how green the beans still are, or the plants, you see how green the plants still are, and the beans are already starting to dry down. You can see the pods are turning. This is not a good thing. That's one aggravating thing about indeterminate soybeans, is you never get the plants dry by the time the beans are always dry before the plants are, and that kind of stinks. Like right here, you can see these beans. The pod's kind of rotten, but they're already starting to dry down on me, and the plant's green. That's going to be a little bit aggravating to get those to go through the combine. But anyway, if they're starting to shed leaves, and I'm excited, it won't be long. We'll be firing up the old Massey Ferguson combine and getting after it. But right now, let's get some of this plastic up. a different field that I lifted about 9 o'clock one night, so that's the reason I didn't take a video when I was lifting this. But I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like after we run the lifter through it and then come back and pick all the plastic up. So kind of neat. All the eggplant are still here, bush hogged off, and the bed for the most part is still intact. You can kind of see where the bed was in places. It doesn't really change the shape of the bed if you got your lifter set up just right, which I rarely do. It'll just kind of flip the dirt off the edges of the plastic, and the has those metal fingers on the lifter that just kind of pick the plastic up. And the idea is it lifts it up over this. It rarely works that way, but sometimes if all the stars align, it just flips the dirt off the side, and then the fingers pick it up over top of your plants. But anyway, I think that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I appreciate you guys watching, and stay tuned. We're fixing to plant strawberries here in a few days. That'll probably be the next video. So stay tuned.